What's up, guys? Crew 42 back in action here for the 8th annual Smash Memorial out at Smash Park up towards Grand Rapids, and I'm super excited to bring this tournament coverage for you guys. I'm Zach O'Haron doing commentary with
Jared Rittersdorf.
Super excited to have you here today. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'd like to thank a few sponsors here. You got Disc Baron, the AM payout provider, does everything for the community all around the area. I'd also like to thank our club, Michigan Disc Golf Empire, 616 Graphics. If you haven't checked them out, Scott Stacy, he's a great guy. Michigan Drywall, and Sunrise Heating and Plumbing. That's where I work. And if you need a man to cover your can, I'm your guy.
Awesome, thank you all.
Right here, Chris Mangus. He actually is from Maryland, old school player, throws a lot of Innova, and he actually helped design the course.
Second on the card, we have Jason Chapin. He won it back in 2016. Great guy. And all these guys on our first feature card have won this tournament in the past.
Here we got Willie Prince. He won it. He won the 4th annual, 1002 rated. Great player, local player as well.
Yeah, really good at courses like Earl Brewer. That's his home course for sure. But he's got a big arm, good player. Sancho Valdez here at to bring out the last of the card here. He won the 7th annual, so he won last year's Smash Open. It's good to have him back out for back-to-back years. Maybe he'll be able to defend his title. Good group of guys for this tournament. They all got along today. It's good to have them all on the card. Willie's wife will be there today as well. Hole 1 now, 238 feet here. Got a straight up shot. OB, kind of a pit in front of the basket there on the left.
Yep, it kind of displays right in front of it. Don't want to land in there. Then there's a drop zone right before it. It's makeable putt.
Pretty standard, just putter shot up the middle, maybe a mid-range if just for like the right kind of disc flight. But it looks like Willie's going to go with that trusty putter of his. He's been throwing that really well this year. And that's going up right the middle. This is a good shot. Wants to tail out a little bit, but...
Yep, that's kind of right where you want to land.
Right in front of the pit there. Gave himself probably circle's edge look.
Give yourself a putt and stay away from that OB.
Yeah.
Chris, he's probably going to be throwing either a rock or an AVR here, I'd say.
He's on the inside track. And last minute tree there kicked him down, but he's over by that drop zone.
Yep.
Looks like, yep.
Should have an open look at it at least.
Yep. And that's kind of a scary putt. You got to go over the OB, hit the basket short. You can put yourself right back in the OB.
Jason's probably also throwing a rock here, going right up the right side.
This is looking really nice. Get a little ground action. Yep. Stayed just outside the circle. Nice spot to be. That's probably almost ideal.
Yep.
This almost looks like a... No, it is a mid-range in his hand, yeah. Can't quite tell what it was. He's gone on the inside.
Yep, early release, but he's still good. He can get up and down for his 3 pretty easy.
Probably a little anti-putt. And the course looked absolutely gorgeous today. You can see how the center fairway's been cleared out. The crew did a fantastic job getting the course looking really nice. And Sancho with an unlucky second tree kick there. He's going to have to go up and down here for his 4, get real risky maybe, and try to go past the basket maybe for his 3 if he's going to push it.
Probably just playing it safe right there, take his 4 and walk on.
Yeah, maybe a half run. I mean, it had a good height on it, but that's a risky putt to possibly sail way past the basket. So he's behind the drop zone. Not a bad looking putt, just a little wide.
Yep.
Easy tap in for him. Willie actually had to contest with that tree right in front of him. You can see blocking the basket. He had to go around it. And just a touch too wide. And Jason's ready to tap that in. Good start for him. Good birdie.
Yep, easy 2. 3 for Chris.
Yeah, these guys are just going to tap in all from the same spot. Now, you guys had done a little work out on the course. The rain blocks that you see, the blocks there underneath the basket, those have all been replaced. What is the hole specifically for, or what is it from?
So when they designed it, I wasn't there during the course design, but when they actually designed it, that was just a natural hole there. So everybody kind of liked it, and we built it up with like some old logs, and then after that, we just redid it actually a couple weeks before the tournament.
Sure. Looked great. All right, hole 2 now, 251 feet. This one's a forehand shot hole or a backhand turnover shot. A lot of trees to contest with. You can try to go through this gap right here that's been cleared out for the tournament, but I think probably a little wider, maybe like a T-bird forehand shot maybe.
Yep, sometimes I'll throw a Firebird on it. Works pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever gets you that range. It's about even with the pad, I would say. Like maybe a little downhill by like 5-6 feet, but it's about even. Goes down and comes back uphill. Cranks this over a little too wide, but he's cutting through everything.
Yep, he'll be up there. He'll be able to get a 3 from there.
Yep, and that's pin high, and it should have a straight shot. I don't know this for certain. I think he's forehanding an Undertaker, but I don't know that for certain. I could be wrong with that.
Has good flight on it.
Yeah. And
just caught one of the Guardians.
Yep. And this is kind of one of those holes where you just kind of pick a line and hope you get past it.
Yep. Yep, Chris is going with the turnover. It's probably Rocker AVR again.
I think that's his AVR. Ooh, nicked those branches on it. That line was near perfect. You probably need to be 5 feet to the left, and that would have been hot. Sancho opting out to go with the forehand as well. And then he's trying to take that wide route and just got touched too far, hit that wide tree.
See if he can get up and down with his approach.
Even this approach is dangerous. Those 2 front trees right there, if you hit one of them, you're still 50 feet out. 50,
yep, you have about 2 rows of trees right there. He went wide, play it safe.
And he gets punished with that one overhanging branch.
Yep.
Knocked him straight down. This is not an easy approach either.
Ooh.
Again, he's off just a touch on his line there.
No tree love for these guys so far.
There's plenty of trees to get, test that though.
Absolutely. This is not out of Chris's range. He's pretty good at long putts.
Taking a good run at this.
Yep.
Just short. Woo.
Yeah, you can never count him out at that range.
Here's Jason. He's pin high, but he's got a couple trees to contest with. He's going to probably go high and around. I think he putts with is it AVR X3?
He does putt with AVR, and I think he might have a Gateway in his bag as well. But I think mainly, actually, those are Bluegill stamped AVRs. Yep. Okay. I think Joe gave them to him.
I just knew every time he threw his putter, it was very stable.
Yep.
Here's Willie from a good 40, 50 feet.
Looking good, and count it.
Solid putt for Willie.
Here's a safe par.
Probably just at circle's edge, maybe just outside.
Yep.
Got it.
And it's good.
Yeah, good
Dead
save.
center. Always want to hit center on these baskets.
Yeah, putt a little uphill too. These guys are going to be tapping out for bogey and par respectively. Not too bad of a start so far for Prince and Chapin. They're going so far, seeing if they can keep the hot start going. Here to hole 3, probably like a deceptively hard hole. It's an island hole, only 160 feet, but
it is an island. You got the hay bales on the back, which can help you stay in, or might hurt you depending
on which way you're coming in.
Absolutely.
I liked the hay bales a lot. I thought that was a wise choice, just for like those good shots that happen to be scooting a little too far. Like that's fair. Willie's thought for sure this was going to be bad. Hit that first tree and stays in for sure.
Very lucky.
And this circle in some spots is less than circle 1, so it's like inside 20 feet. It's definitely a tricky one to hit.
Yep, short hole, but definitely want to be in the island.
Jason turns this one over just a touch. Good hay bale.
Yep, kicked him in.
Yep, he was awfully close. 2 for 2 so far. Sancho trying to keep it 3 for 3. Looks like he's got a putter in his hand, maybe an AVR. This is looking okay.
Yep, hopefully it holds.
Oh, good tree.
Yep. We were joking calling this Winthrop Smash when we were out playing. Right up the gut.
Get it perfect. He's got to miss that tree.
All of them are in.
Wow. 4 for 4.
Yep. I played it blind when I played my first round, and I was able to get the birdie.
Sancho up first. Just a touch too high, a little too wide. And what kind of baskets are these again?
These are actually Arroyos. They're made in Saranac, which is about a half hour away from here. So a local, smaller company.
Really nice chains. I liked them a lot. There's like a interlocking X skinny chains on the inside. Outside's like a traditional kind of like a chain star look. But it does a little both. Catches some outside ones usually. If you smash it in the middle, it's usually pretty soft. It'll catch it, so I liked it a lot.
Chris with the birdie there. Sancho, I think, tapping in the
lone par for this one, unfortunately. That's all right. Lots of birdies out there to still go get, including hole 4, which is only 202 feet.
Straight shot.
Yeah, it's
for the most part
though. Got to hit this narrow gap in between these two trees. You can try to go outside right, but you're just bringing more trees into play. Then got to beat this kind of like wall that's in the way. Try to get as close as you can. Got a couple backstops though, so if you get a real aggressive, it usually will get blocked. Won't go too far. He's going back to that Challenger OS. He's been throwing this really, really well off the tee all year. Cuts it inside that gap.
And he's putting for birdie.
Yep. Probably 20, 25 feet in that range somewhere.
Yep. Probably a mid-range from Chapin.
Yep. Looks like a rock.
Yep.
He's going on the inside route. This is a route, but it's really tight. And he snuck it through.
Yep, you got lucky with that one.
Yep. A lot could have gone wrong, but not with that one. Lucky him.
Chris is probably throwing an AVR again. Might have been his rock. Caught that tree right in the middle, but knocked him down, so he should be able to get up and down for maybe the birdie, most likely the par.
Sancho's got a putter in his hands. He's also going inside route. He's got to keep going through. Yeah.
No, he got lucky and fought through. And
wow. That one's dancing.
Yep. That should be a 2 all day.
Oh, yeah. Nice parked. Take that all day. And that's that backstop I had mentioned earlier. You know, you can be a little more aggressive attacking the basket and not necessarily get punished for it.
Yeah, let's see if Chris can put one of these in. This is out a little ways, but like I said, he can put these in.
Ooh, not a bad run. Just around the tree. Little kiss.
Up and down for par from there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, crisp, soft applesauce.
Just his footing was just absolutely really bad, and he just looked at it and told Donut this crisscross applesauce. He was thinking he had to cross his legs in order to make sure he put his foot down the right spot.
Got the birdie there.
Yep. Didn't affect him though. Good. Jason also with the birdie. He's off to a good start. Him and Willie.
Yep.
3 under through the first 4. Sancho going to clean up his birdie putt. When they walked up to the hole, Sancho knew he was to the left. I mean, we all watched it. And so when we all walked up, Donut had turned around for a minute, and so he walked up. He was like, "Why is my disc over here?"
Oh,
what happened?
Didn't realize it rolled.
Yeah, because we couldn't see any of the ground action, so everyone was like really confused. Like, wait, how'd that move over there? Hole 5 now, 221 feet. This one's also a little deceptive. Straight up the gut, a lot of trees that you kind of got to fight through, but there's this center gap that you want to go at.
Hold it straight.
Yep, this tree on the right is probably the one you aim for with your putter, and hopefully it gets in front of it right before it gets to it, and then it fades right towards the basket there. Pretty standard hole. Backside of it is a drop-off, but it's not extreme. You'll still be within putting range.
Up kind of high. Looks like it's coming in pretty good.
Yeah, you crank that over to the right.
And he's down that hill, like Zach was saying, but he should have a putt up. Might have to straddle a little right there.
Yeah, I think he's outside circle, maybe 40 feet max, but he'll have a go at it. Here's Jason.
Looks like he's throwing that rock again right up the middle.
Yeah, and that's a really smart disc choice, and he just...
The tree to beat, he hit it.
You can see him turn around and smiles. It's like, you can't do anything about it. Couldn't throw it much better than that. Just unlucky. Here's Sancho. He's going through the middle. And his was just a touch too overstable. Got past the first guardian tree and hit that second layer there. He got kicked off to the right. Here's Chris. His is on the inside route there. Hit an early tree. He's not happy with that shot. See him shaking his head on the way back to get his bag.
Lining up the jumper.
His jump putt is absolutely absurd. I've never seen anyone throw a putter so close to so many trees. Like, he just, every single time he threw a jump putt, it was like an inch away from every tree, and I don't have the guts to do that.
Yeah, he's been playing quite a while. I think he started in '97, so he's been playing for a hot minute here.
Almost 20 years, or over 20 years.
Yep.
Back in '97, 21 years. Sancho with a little bit of a compromised look here. He's going to take a run at it.
Good bid.
Just too short.
Looked like he hit the cage.
Yep. Willie here from his look. He's also got a couple things in his way, but they're low, so he's got to hit over it.
Ooh.
Just too wide.
Looked like he caught the basket there and flipped out of it.
Not quite enough there. He almost like a 20-foot comeback putt.
Yep. Chris to clean up his par.
And that's right in tester range, but he's able to smash that right in. Throwing that Challenger OS again. Willie loves to talk to his discs when he throws them. As soon as he comes out of his hand, he's talking about it, where he wants it to go, what he wants it to do. And they listen for the most part, at least. So Sancho with the real long par putt. Giving a nod back to the camera as he's heading to the next hole. Now, the course used to be only 9 holes, so it usually split right there, but now this is part of the extension backwards when they made it 18. This is hole 6, 387 feet, and this is probably one of the more difficult holes on the course for sure.
Yep, this is where you start to be able to open up a little bit more. So you want to make it down that right side here, and then the basket finishes a little to the left here, and it's protected by a couple of these trees up here.
You have to miss a lot in order to get it down here. I don't think I saw anyone or heard anyone hitting a 2 or having a really like circle 1-2 look. At least maybe a circle 2 if you get a really good drive. But this is a really tough line to hit. You see Willie grabbing a Zeus, I think, in his hand. You can never tell.
Yeah.
He's always got like 3 discs in his hand. I don't know how he throws that. Not a bad line. Just
Caught that. Yep, that's the tree to beat right there.
Yep.
If you get around it, usually it's a pretty good shot. If you do a flip to flat or just a kind of a long hyzer at it.
You can see it from the other angle there, just on the edge of it. This one looks like it's going to sneak through.
Yep. Made it around the tree.
Still going.
He'll be up there. He'll have a definite look for a 3 from there for sure.
Yeah, it might be 80 feet at the most, though. It's still going to be a bit of a contested look. There's a lot of trees down that way. I'm not sure what disc this is in his hand. He's putting on a big hyzer, and he also hits the same
Caught that tree.
Yep. But that one was on the left side, kicked the left and down. See his.
I'm gonna bet this is a destroyer right here.
Oh yeah, it is. That red one, yep. That's his destroyer. That's tight on that right side of the opening there. And also is getting way down there. That had a big skip coming too if that missed that tree.
Looks like Sancho's going to have to go with a hyzer a little bit to get up there.
This is a flat top rock.
Okay.
99% certain because he was talking about this flat top rock that he had in his bag and threw that way up in the air.
Right over the top.
Yeah, and almost put it in. I mean, that was an incredible shot.
Played that well.
Here's Willie's. He's got a straight shot at it.
Looks like he's throwing a challenger at it.
Yeah. He's been throwing this dead straight for like his off that last root.
Yeah.
Hit a second tree, kept him inside circle maybe, right around that edge.
Chris going for a jumper, it looks like.
Yep. Now Chris has got a. Ooh, he thought that was in for sure. He started chasing it down. It looked good too. I was right behind him when he threw it. That looked good the whole way. It was just a bit short.
Jason has a good look for a 2 here. Kept his balance, didn't fall there.
Yeah, and like I said, like those are two really solid drives from those two guys, and those were deep circle 2 putts. Like Sancho able to clean up his par.
Yep, the 3 on the sole is always good. If you can get the 2, it's definitely I'd say a bonus
Yeah.
birdie for sure.
Yep, 100% agree. It's a tough one to get if you get it. Dead center. He's been throwing that on a big hyzer to start this round. Definitely more hyzer than the rest of the card. Chris just being cautious as he taps in his par.
Yep.
No
Going
reason
through the
to-
routine.
Yep, no reason losing strokes for, those 15-footers.
Yep, everybody walks away with the par.
Yep, pretty good. I mean, that's solid for a card for sure. Headed into hole 7 now, 302 feet. This one's more attackable, big left to right. You're actually going around like this pond that's in the middle of the forest here. Forehand look probably is going to get you short, so a lot of people tend to go with the backhand Annie.
Yep, high. Throw it up high so that way it flattens out towards the basket.
Yep, I've seen rocks, buzzes. Those have been the disc of choice because you're throwing it so high, it's going to get that distance you need.
Pan out.
Yep, nothing. I don't think I saw maybe a fairway driver today from a couple people, but right in that range. You can see the pond directly to the right. And this one has a Mando, I believe.
Yep,
This is a
Mando to the left of that tree right there, that
Yeah.
big tree.
So you can't try to go hyzer through over the pond. And Willie goes up high. He hits that tree and knocks him down, but he's going to be
He's looking at a
circle
long
2.
2.
Yep. Still okay. We thought he hit it and he missed it way wide, and he was very upset with that shot, and then he got up to it and he was okay. This was,
A little tight, but
Jason said, huge misfire from him, went way inside, and he didn't touch a thing, and was just shocked that he got down there.
Sancho's looking up. Looks like he's going to try and throw it up high.
Yeah, this is a sparkle flat. I like something. Metal flake, I think. That's
the shot.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Didn't pan out quite back enough, but that's exactly what you want to do.
Textbook for sure.
Yeah, inside circle. Up top here as well. Yeah, and
That's a birdie
that's
right
the one.
there.
Yeah, I think he went fairway driver there, went a little wider left, and just let that ride that Annie the whole way there, and it was perfect. Going real wide with his putter. Nice easy layup. Guaranteed 3. Willie gonna need a big putt here to take this birdie.
This is definitely in his range.
Maybe a little slip from him there almost.
Yeah.
There's a lot of leaves. They're a little damp. We're getting late into the season. Either way, he wasn't very happy with that go.
See if he can get the 2 right here. Taking his time.
Bang, dead
Yep.
center. He's been watching it. It just feels like he was going to be just off a little bit, but dead center that time. No, didn't have it. Willie, nice par there. Good save. Little
Yep.
tester on the way back.
Chris making this hole look pretty easy here.
Yeah, for sure. Having the perfect shot.
Jason also going to clean up par here.
Yeah, the card's actually kind of fun right now. They're matching each other. Prince and Jason are doing that, and Chris and Sancho tied each other with -1. But everyone's kind of in the hunt still, pretty close to each other. Hole 8 now, 256 feet, par 3. It looks way easier than it plays.
Yeah, we actually just moved the basket back about another 40 feet to the right, so
Yeah, this is interesting. You want the like for me, maybe a putter that turned over a little bit and ride that the whole way. You're gonna need a full flight out of a putter, but like you can go forehand, but then the downhill towards the pond there, you can see on the right side, you put that into play. I mean, it's pretty tricky, and it's well guarded. Lots of trees in the way.
yep, looks like he's throwing a flex sidearm.
He went high with this. This is gonna need to cut in the dirt, and it did.
That's a good shot right there.
Yeah, he's easy in circle putt there. Chris is going to go backhand. Looks like with a rock maybe, and just
Held it a little wide right there.
Yep. He's
pointing.
Yeah, he's asking the tree. Got an ugly kick early and trying to get the disc to come back, and he didn't want to. Willie putting this up on Annie. Needs to get around. Doesn't quite get all the way around. He's still way back there, short, 80, 100 feet. And here's another turnover putter shot. This is going to need to get around. Also hit an early tree. But he's got an open look at it.
Willie has an uphill putt right here.
He was contemplating about not running this for a minute because of that right there.
Oh, hit that. Was that a pine tree?
Yeah, it's like you can see it now from Jason's perspective. It's a little itty-bitty pine tree, and it was exactly in his way. Jason with a pretty good bid there, just a little wide. But he almost didn't run it, and then he decided to run it, and then he got worried, and so we'll see where he ended up here in a minute. Chris with a good run.
Just over the top, it looked like.
Yeah, that's a solid position to be in considering it's a downhill putt, so not too bad. Willie definitely with a tester uphill, maybe 25, 30 feet in that range.
Gets it, no problem.
Am side, but stays in.
Going to a knee. Is he throwing through that?
No, it's just wide of it.
Yep.
Just to the side of it. He was able to get the angle he needed. Had to walk around it, though. These guys tapping in. Sancho off to a little slow start for him, but he is cooking again now. He's got 3 birdies since that opening bogey.
Yep, he's warmed up.
Yep, he's finally starting to find those lines he needs. Headed into hole 9 now, 328 feet. Here's another tricky hole for you. Come over this hill through the gap. Got to get it between these trees right here and then into the opening. I feel like this is like a buzz rock kind of shot on hyzer. Let it flip and stay flat. Yep, and just let it ride the whole way. Probably plays a little more downhill, so it probably plays as like 300, maybe 290, but that's being generous, I feel like. So definitely an attackable hole. Some of these guys may grab fairway drivers so they can try to get that
disc
line
up
they
a little.
want. Yep. Take off a little power and try to hit that angle. And
looked like Sancho was trying to go straight at it. Caught one of the trees.
Literally hit the skinniest tree there in the fairway. Beat the big one. Was in the inside line. Couldn't quite do it. This is a rock here. And as soon as he let this go, he said he grip locked.
Yeah, held on a little long.
And it just didn't touch a thing. And everyone on the card was like, listen, we were sitting there, ears open, waiting to hear that big knock on wood. Never happened. Just got all the way down there.
Got lucky there.
The most local of local routes.
Yes, for sure. And we just moved this hole, too, because it was actually half the length. It was just a short little hyzer putt.
Willie actually halfway in that drink. Now, that's not OB, I don't think. That's casual, if I remember correctly from today. But he's still on land either way.
Yeah, yep.
But he had a perfect line for it, that last tree. And this is also looking pretty good. And he's just going to hit
that pine, it looked like.
Yeah, just that last tree.
Little upshot for Sancho. Looks like he's going to put it right by the basket.
Yeah, and because this comes back uphill, it's extra easy to approach because you just attack the hill. It's not going to go crazy far. Jason had to contemplate the shot a little bit. Wasn't sure if he wanted to go hyzer through this tree gap or go anhyzer, and I think that worked out just fine.
Give him a putt right there.
Yeah, 15-footer. Willie wasn't sure, so he played it as it lied because he had dry ground. Didn't have the secure footing. I think he wanted to make a real run at that, but still a good effort. Bang, that's a solid putt.
Straddle
nice
putt.
From Chris. Good too. This feels like a bonus birdie too. It's a very gettable one, but it feels like a bonus just because it's very tricky to get. These
Chapin.
guys.
Yep, cleaned up the par.
For sure, yeah. With the bag on. Look at that. Look at that confidence. Sancho jamming out. Those are wireless noise-canceling headphones. He was jamming out to some good tunes getting in good vibes all day.
Definitely part of his routine.
Yeah. He just grooving the whole time. All right, there's the front 9 scores there for you guys. Pretty good shooting. So everyone's right there with each other. The 2 bogeys from Chris and Sancho, keeping them 1 stroke off from Jason and Willie. So
yeah.
Thanks to our Patreon supporters. Means so much for us that you guys support us and get us out here to do coverage. Definitely look for the back 9 coverage of the Smash Open. We'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, thank you guys.